sides to bring somebody. Yeah. And today is one of those days, my brother.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, it's definitely one of those days. I mean, these are gentlemen that I've been seeing online doing very big things. You know, just casually interesting you in a 450 million Kenya shilling property.
You guy even makes you feel like you're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Check. Sinta inunua kesho.
Yeah, like, I've actually saved a few houses pale on me. I'm like, you know, one day when I have money, you know, I'll come and get this
most deaf
5-bedroom, you know, open plan, 5,000 square feet.
You guys are always a
marble flooring and you know wooden. Like I guess like I've ever seen like a chef, some of these food reviewers. Like me, when I eat food, I don't have all those descriptive words. But this guy, he'll just walk into a house and, you know, he can just describe anything. He just look at a window and he has some words from where. I'm like, you know, like this was meant to be, you know, like this guy is an expert.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So are we doing the intro?
Definitely.
Just get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. So our guest tonight on the wind down is a real estate mogul whose journey cuts across property development, investment strategy, and the quiet art of spotting opportunity before the rest of the market wakes up. Over the years, Boris has built a name for himself by turning raw land, overlooked spaces, and big ideas into thriving assets that hold real value over time. He operates in a world where timing is everything, patience is currency, and the decisions made on paper can shape skylines for decades. Beyond the buildings and the balance sheets, Boris is deeply invested in how cities grow, how people live, and how smart real estate choices can create both personal wealth and lasting community impact. Tonight, we'll be talking about the realities behind the glamour of real estate, the risk people don't post online, the lessons learned from deals that didn't go as planned, and what it really takes to build and sustain success in one of the most competitive industries out there. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome our guest for tonight, one Mr. Boris Yelstine.
Yeah, you guy in the flesh, in the building. Karibu sana, Boris.
Thank you so much. It's that Boris Yelstine. They call me the wolf of real estate.
Yeah. In the building, my.
Thank you.
You're looking sharp at 8:11 p.m.
This is my signature. You know, I'm always on tie, suits.
All right.
You know. Yeah, I like looking.
How important is how you look when you're in the real estate business?
It's very important because clients profile. They do profile you a lot. So I realized that growing up in a very humble background, the only way I could have, you know, sold myself and be accepted was by, you know, having an image. So being clean, you know, wearing nice suits and ties and, you know, well polished has sold me so much.
Or it gives you an edge.
Yes, exactly. It gives you an edge. I mean, I've seen many agents in this industry that we began with who have really struggled to make it this game just because of just simple things like image. You know, you profiled me when I walked in here. It's normal. I profiled you too.
Yeah.
So rather than just give you a chance to profile me, let me just be, you know, well polished for you to profile me correctly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
And you said you came from a humble background.
Yes.
What is that looking like?
It was a humble background. Never looks nice, but then it gives you the best of experiences.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a slum just behind Lavington. Waruku.
All right.
In Kangemi. That's where I grew up in.
Yeah, I know Waruku.
That's my hood.
All right.
So I used to see all these, you know, glamour, Lavington, clean streets and green trees and all that. Yeah, so that's where I grew up. And growing up in humble background, you always wish to have a lot, but you can't. And the slum, we had issues of power outage. And Lavington, you know, Lavington, when power is off in the slum, Lavington is still on.
All right.
And you ask your father, why is it that we have all these power outages in our area and Lavington is still on? What's the reason as to why you have that? My dad could not answer me. But then eventually I realized that we were poor.
All right.
And guys on that side were rich. So time reached when, you know, I had to do something that I was passionate about. And I asked around. Guys told me I could be a very good preacher. Some told me I could be a fashion designer. Some told me I could be a salesman.
How did they, meaning even in the slum, you're still looking put together? No, for real, if you say you're good at fashion, that means ulikuwa unapiga luku mbaya at your level, ama?
Deadly. I've been a dandy since I've done this since long.
Oh, okay.
So I love looking good. I love smelling good. I love good energy.
Yeah.
And dressing gives me some just self-esteem.
For sure.
Self-esteem, and this is something that began from while I was young. In slum, when you're in the slum, you learn to have good energy, right, and hope and faith and all that.
Yeah.
So then a time reached when I had to look for something that could feed me and my family, and I googled what could pay me well, the highest paying product to sell, and boom, on my screen I saw real estate.
Oh, for real.
Then the following day I was out looking for houses to rent. I began from down there.
Okay.
I used to rent houses in Lavington, Eskuse, Kileleshwa.
An agent?
Yeah, an agent, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just helping people to rent houses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wale wa kuona hii kitu ni 1500.
Exactly, that's how I began. Right? But then again, when I moved and morphed, I realized that when you charge clients a viewing fee, you look cheap. So I stopped it.
Okay.
So step by step. If you
So
want
wait.
that's another story.
When you charge clients a viewing fee,
Yeah.
you look cheap.
You look cheap.
So you decided just to show them and have them decide what they're gonna pay.
Yes, exactly. But then when now I grew up into the industry and I had a big team, then we realized that we need to start charging viewing fee again.
All right.
Yes. So we realized that clients who look for properties to rent, sometimes they look at 10 or 12 properties, and it's consuming, fuel, resources.
Yeah.
Then they end up not even renting from you. You've spent money, and then if you look at the ROI, it doesn't make sense. So you chose to charge, for something small for viewing.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into this business.
I mean, like my experience with agents has not been, but what you're saying is like for them, I feel like it's cutthroat. Like to get a good agent, especially because you are dealing with the big leagues. Like I'm just saying, if you're looking for like a bed sitter around Lavi, like those guys who operate on that level, though you're saying looking cheap in that sense is you can just tell like this is a shark.
Yeah.
Like even like the properties they are posting on their pages and what they're gonna show is not even the same.
Very true. I mean, that happens.
And I feel like for you to have that foresight of being like, like okay, like I can make some money here short term, but if I'm looking at my image and just customer retention, like let me just stop charging and like do it the right way. And I feel like that is like one of the reasons, like like you've grown to the levels that you have been.
That's another thing. I mean, the reason as to why Allah has been great to me and we've grown to this level, this time, I think it's just work ethic. Yeah, work ethic. I work, I work like crazy. And I see now you say, oh, we see you everywhere, we see you here and there. It's just because we've been working in the dark and now results. You can see results all over. It's just work ethic. That's all.
Yeah.
I was telling my guy driving here. I told him, you know what? Many would wish to be like us, but then again, it's difficult because we are putting a lot of work into the game. I mean, I work a lot. A lot. That's the secret.
Yeah, in fact, that was my next question. Like, what made you that hungry?
Oh, that's a very good question. Very good question. I mean, what made me that hungry is, you look at where you come from, you've got no means of survival, and you are 5 kids, your dad has passed, your mom is not, my mom used to be a fishmonger, right, in the slum, So sometimes you don't pay rent on time, you want to live well, and you can't manage. So poverty is my motivation.
All right.
Trust me, it drives me, poverty. That's why I say it's difficult for anybody who hasn't gone through what I've gone through to compete with me.
Yeah.
Because the push is different. It's innate, it's natural.
They don't have that hunger.
You can feel it. The hunger is there. Yeah.
So you've upgraded. You're no longer doing the agency thing. The first time I came across your content, definitely was on social media.
Yeah.
Like I was like, hey, who's this guy?
It's a good from real estate.
Yeah, because I think Jayango iko kama yake.
I could smell his perfume from the reel. Like what type of technology is this? Yeah?
I'm like, who's this guy? So, how did you transition into doing your stuff on social media?
How did it from where? From
how did it look like before and after? Before it was just cold sales, or is social media where you began, like marketing through social media?
Very good question. How I began. Now, look, many guys come to my office and they ask me, Boris, how did you get to grow into where you are right now? And I tell them, look, I began from down there. I went, knocked. Look, if I walk with you right now in Lavington, Kieleshwa, Kilimani, Westlands, Riverside, just walk by foot, you'll realize that there's some watchmen who know me by my name.
All right.
Because I used to knock doors to ask them, in case somebody comes looking for property to rent, right, please link them up with me, I'll sort them out. So that's how I grew up, getting leads from those watchmen.
From the grassroots.
From the grassroots, upwards. I mean, I have good networks down there. Very good networks.
Ground.
You know, ground, I have very good networks.
Maskio kwa ground.
Fire. Deadly on the ground. So that's how I got leads growing up. I mean, from the ground upwards. So then again, one day, I was in Lavington. So I was walking. I used to wear suits and ties.
All right.
Walking.
After those days at ground.
Yes, and I could go to Valley Care to polish my shoes like 4 or 5 times a day.
Oh, okay.
Because I have to look sharp.
Yeah.
To sell an image. And clients are like, who is this guy with suits? Who is this agent with suits and ties every time? But then I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I did my first video with my Android phone.
Okay.
I asked the watchman to shoot me. So the caretaker, then he shot me. Then I look at the video, then I posted it. You can't find them right now. I dropped them.
You put them on private.
Yeah, you can't see them anymore. So that's how I began my social media journey.
Oh, okay.
But then mine is mostly I don't copy from the local market. I check international markets a lot, compare, then I create my own. My own style. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Did you just start with? How did it happen that now the company is called Realty Boris? Like. See, normally guys look for other companies.
Like what?
I mean, other names.
Like what?
Like, Lavington View. Real estate.
Lavington Property Consultant.
Life is good now limited.
Blessed real estate.
Exactly.
Why did you go with your name?
All right. Good question again. You know, my style is more of there's an American guy called Ryan Sand.
Yes, New York.
Yes, in New York, owning Manhattan. I began following him like 5 years ago, 6 years before he blew up. So looking at his outfit, he used his name, right?
Yeah.
So I said, okay, why can't I use my name? I mean, if I can use my name and give it some nice, name on the side, it can sound, nice and attractive to everyone. So I went with Realty Boris. Because now look, then again, a normal person, anybody would decide to go with Kisiangani Realty or Emmanuel Realty or Bashir Realty. So I chose to do it different, to be unique. Said, okay, everybody's gonna go with X Realty, I'll go with Realty X.
Okay.
Now everybody's doing realty, what realty, Guys are copying
Sasa itabidi tukukopi. What do you want to
Sasa kama wewe unaangalia watu wa Manhattan. Makosa yetu ni sisi tunapata inspiration huku Kenya.
Yeah, man.
Looking at what's happening on the other markets and trying to just copy paste it here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm sure you've told this story before. So when did you get your first sale of a house?
My first sale of a house came after 8 months. 8 months in the game. I sold my first house. It was in Kileleshwa, somewhere around there called Gatundu.
Okay.
And my client, I won't mention the name.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the client changed my life.
How did you meet them?
Good question. From a caretaker.
Oh, on the ground.
On the ground. So mine is just from the ground. The client was driving around looking for property to buy. Then because I always walk around Lavington every time, looking around, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then immediately the client reached the property and talked to the caretaker. He thought of me because they used to see me a lot around.
Yeah.
So he called me. And then when he called me, took the client and passion and aggression, like, the clients can feel it. Urgency, your Tara, work ethic is top, enthusiastic as hell, sharp as a tack, they could feel that.
Yeah.
I said, okay, this is the guy I want to work with. So I went around, showed the client a few properties, blah, blah. We built very nice chemistry. Then I think in a week or two, she was ready to move forward, did a transaction, first payment 50%, then she finished. Then I got my first commission. I didn't believe it. That is the day that my life changed.
All right.
I felt like I could own.
You're like Kikitwin is a work.
Not really. I feel like the world belongs to me now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I feel like now I'm a warrior. Now this is something I would love to do.
The wolf has emerged.
Exactly now. The wolf has- from the cat.
Pussy tell you guys see Chihuahua. This is now a
I
wolf.
morphed into something else. I mean, I began to see life differently. Confidence, skyrocketed. I became an animal. I mean, an animal.
But before that, how are you handling rejection? Because my issue with sales was like, I feel like my heart is tiny, bruh.
Now let me teach you something.
All right, let's go.
There's a book I'm working on. It's called Self Seduction.
Oh, okay.
Dope.
And I always say this to anybody who has worked with me in my agents that I work with, that sales is just like seduction. A man who is scared of objection from
Rejection.
From rejection or objection from, we call it objection.
Oh, okay.
A man who is scared of rejection from ladies, then he doesn't stand a chance to get best prospects or the best chicks in the hood.
Okay.
So men who are used to rejection, they try. I say, let me try. Even if she doesn't accept, it's fine. I can try another chick.
She can say is no.
So that's how it works. I mean, for me, I'm used to it, and rejection is something that I take it as, it's not to me. It's just my offer, not me. And
It's not personal.
Not personal. And I take it lightly. So more rejections, more objections drive you closer to, a deal or even a prospect or even a beautiful chick.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
The man who's afraid of rejection,
Of course.
will just be over there. Hata hizi salamiana.
Scared of saying hi. How
So anaangukia tu marupurupu.
Exactly.
Okay, no wonder my life has been here. You guys, from tomorrow I'm a new man. Check ni aje? How are you? Kwani unataka kuni reject?
No, tunaitanga objection.
In sales, call it objection.
No, but that's true.
Yeah, I mean, you prospect. You talk to many prospects. Talk to many clients. I mean, talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
They'd say no. It's okay. It's normal. But then you're looking for the yes, because the yes is a lot of money.
So did you learn this on the job? Or it was why did you get that mindset?
Let me take you back. I used to be a hawker. You see, now you're shocked. I used to be a hawker in the streets of Nairobi. I sold at Koja, Kasarani stage. This stage, March going to Kasa.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Apo fire station.
Fire station, and then far ahead on Tomboy Street.
Okay.
On Tomboy Street, there's a.
It's okay. It's gonna come
on
back.
on Tomboy Street. There's a stage for Kasarani Matatus.
Oh yes.
That was
I can see it.
Guys who are watching and listening, they know me. I used to sell shoes there.
Yeah.
I hawked shoes. I hawked boxers in Kisumu, Kakamega, Busia, Homa Bay, all those areas.
You sold even in Kisumu?
Oh my goodness! I've sold.
Ulikuwa unaenda Kisumu?
I've sold sweets, Kapolong, Kapsoit, all those areas.
Kapolong.
Oh my goodness, Bomet.
Ulikuwa unaenda Kapolong?
I used to sell sweets.
Yeah.
Sweets. I sold vests. I sold boxers. I sold socks. I sold anything that could be sold.
Okay.
I've done suits. I've done chiffons. I've done jackets. I've done a lot of things. Yeah.
And how is it working? You're the same principles.
For same principle, in fact, the principle of learning how to handle objection and rejection, I learned it from selling, from merchandising.
Okay.
Right? Selling even cups and plates, I did it.
So maybe that's what gave you the grit.
Exactly. So I'm used to rejection. I'm used to it.
You guys, when you're sitting in number 3, saa zingine umekaa hivi, alafu unasikia tu msee anagonga. So you're like, what kind of nosy guy is this? Why are you knocking the window, man?
So mine was different. Mine was hawking in Kisumu. I know there's some guys who know me. Hawking in Kisumu, that maybe I sold to them some briefs and vests and socks. Hawking in Kisumu, Kakamega, Busia, and all those areas, I used to hawk in offices.
Okay.
I could just walk into your office and, sell you.
Bado umepiga luku.
Of course.
Na
Look
ukakula
very sharp.
anja.
Of course. This side of the town in Nairobi, I used to hawk shoes. You see those hawkers who put shoes on the floor with some gunny bags, and when city council guys come, they run away.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some serious training.
That's how I learned. That's how I tell guys in my office. I know you admire how I do things and how I look. But then I've passed through a lot to understand this game and even to have this style and grit to do things. It has taken time for me to morph to this person that you admire.
And it's some sort of like university training on the ground.
It's better than university. I mean, the things I've learned on the ground, I could write even 5 books just on sales. I tell my guys, it's okay, I can sell. But I say a good salesman is not only known by just selling, but is known by even training others how to sell. Yes, that's a good salesman. And for me, that's what I believe in. I train people. I take somebody from scratch and I, just train them to become better. And I love seeing that.
So you multiply yourself.
Of course, right now I have 13 active sales agents who do stuff just like me. They've been trained to do it. I have a script, I have a blueprint. They have, copied and they know how it works. They understand how we do it. And my target is to get 24 active sales agents by end of next year. Yes, that's the plan.
You guys inaweza sana mno. Let me salamia some guys here before we switch up the conversation. We have George Raphael in the building. He's saying dope show kama kawa. Ambrose Globa anasema masuti in the building. Bungoma in Blasius anasema mhenga halaiki na mzee mzima Kisingani in the building. Shoni moto sana. Evie anasema wapwani tupo reporting from county 001. Doki Fari is back. He's saying locked kama kawaida. # the wind down. Our guy Ositu says dope show guys with a top guest tonight. I think a poor man needs to witness a rich guy's life most of the time. That motivates halaiki and the group. Alafu akacheka sijui I think anatupiga nini motivation flani. Blaze is also in the building. Anasema always love the energy of Boris. And then our guy in Busia anasema wale wa Busia tuko locked. I can't read all these comments, there are quite a number. Code Papi anasema the best characters are built on loss and rejection. Ogopa.
Very true. Very true.
Let's switch it up. You sold the first house, and then now I feel like you've created some sort of online marketing machine. How important is that for this up and coming realtors, like who are trying to get into the market? Do you feel like the market has now shifted online?
It's true. The market has gone online. That's why right now you are online.
Okay.
In 10 years ago, there was no online radio. It was just, switch on your radio and guys will listen.
Yeah.
But now things have changed. And I say this to any industry. If you're not online, you're soon going fully offline.
I get you.
And everyone will forget about you. Because right now, after this, you'll be on your phone, you'll be on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you'll be on Snapchat, you'll be on those platforms, right? So it's so important for anybody who is doing anything to be online. Clients have to hear about you, talk about it, they have to see you every time. Even if they won't buy, let them see you. You see, guys, I hate this guy. He's always shouting all the I hate this guy. But trust me, the day they want to buy something,
they'll think of you.
Let me call Boris.
There's a guy called
they
Boris.
They have to talk about you. They have to,
constantly see you.
They have to. So you have to be present. Either photos, videos, just be present. Just be present. So that's what I think I have understood that has really propelled my business and my company, my brand. It's just online presence. And it's so difficult to just be available every day to do it with the same energy. So
true.
I'm always on. Yes, you have to.
It's the price you have to pay.
Of course, you have to. I mean, if you wanna be big, if you wanna be big, and if you wanna win, you have to put in the effort. It's not easy. I know you admire. But then again, there is a lot of work being put in. I have to shoot every day.
Look at you here with
my guys here. I love it. I love the camera. I'm not camera shy. I love it. I mean, I love to be seen. I love to be heard. I don't like this guy. It's fine. But the day you want to buy a property, you always think of that one guy. Say, look, I know this guy. Let's call this guy. Or sometimes they talk about you. They don't know. Maybe they don't know if they're selling you. They are marketing you. In your absence. So I love being known and being seen online.
Off-plan versus Mogul. Is off-plan back? There was a time off-plan was going through, ilikuwa imepitia sana. And I'm sure you remember those days when many of this, there were many realtors who are not very, integrity ilikuwa imeingia kwa mtaro fulani. So there were many very sad stories about off-plan purchases. Is it back right now? How is it looking?
Off-plan is fully back, and that is so good. I mean, off-plan has really helped many people to be able to purchase real estate with the little that they have. There's more time to pay your balance, and that is something that has really opened the market for everyone to access real estate, as opposed to 20 years ago. Real estate was for some type of people, but now it's open. You can even own real estate. You can put some deposit, say $500,000, 200,000. You pay for 4 years or 3 years. It depends what you're looking for. But off-plan has come back fully, and it's because of, I'll be honest with you, the upmarket real estate has been taken over by the Chinese developers.
Okay.
They risk big, and trust me, that's why I'm here today. It's because of these developers who have really opened the market. People like us who come from the slums, and at least we can make a living out of this.
Yeah.
They come in, they start a project, and they finish on time. Initially, it was a problem because developers had, how do you call it? We call it access to capital is a bit, strained and difficult. But right now, it's easy for developers to get capital to build. They start projects and they finish on time.
Okay.
We have confidence in them. Clients come. They also have confidence in the market. They put their monies and everybody's happy. But it's fully back right now.
Oh,
it's
okay.
fully back.
Yeah. Kilimani is changing. Is your area? I noticed you have an area. Huh?
Which area?
Ni nini mnacheka nyinyi?
Tunajua hii swali.
Swali gani?
It's my hood. Come on.
I noticed, and even before, back in the day, when I was observing your stuff, you focus generally on this Kilimani, Lavington. Is it on purpose?
Yes, it is on purpose. I'll be honest with you, right? Big monies are with the big boys and mature women, right? But also there is this, young people, 30, 40, 50, 30, 40 mostly, who also want to own real estate. They work abroad. They want to invest back home. They're still active in terms of transaction. They can only afford things around Kilimani, Kileshwa, Riverside. And that's the clientele that I'm, working with mostly, because there is movement of cash.
Yes.
I was talking to a friend of mine who is a very serious investor and developer.
Okay.
And he asked me, Boris, if you had to build, say, a mall right now, where would you build it? Would you build it in Runda, Karen, Kilimani, or Lavington? Where would you build it? I told him, I'm thinking maybe sides of Giri. Said, no, I will only build in Kilimani or Kileshwa or Lavington. I asked him why. He said, you follow where people are.
Yeah.
Like where people are, money is there. So that explains to you why I'm also here, because money moves around this area.
Yeah.
There's a start they did, and they realized that, like I don't know if it's Naivas or Quickmart. They said the highest performing, I don't know if it's Quickmart or Naivas, is somewhere here, somewhere in Kilimani or Kileshwa, somewhere around here.
All right.
Yeah, and then you wonder why. It's because of population.
Yeah, true.
And they're just demographics in that area. And trust me, that's my neighborhood. Kilimani,
I think
Kileshwa, Lavington, Riverside, Westlands, that's my neighborhood.
Yeah, because also access, because I live in Kitengela.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I built a chalet.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're familiar with chalets.
Open plan.
You should come and check out my chalet, man.
Kuja hata review siku moja.
Sindio, eh?
Yeah.
So, but I really miss, I was telling him that I for 2026, I need to be. I need to have a base right here in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Because another thing, I feel like if you're younger, you're also building. You're building a career.
Yeah.
You're building maybe a business. So you have to be around where it's happening.
Where the money is.
Yeah, you can't take 2 hours like I do driving to Nairobi. Or make it, it's very expensive to get it. Even if you're jumping on the expressway, that's a higher cost.
Very true.
So if you're building your life, you're on a certain level in your career, you need to have an apartment right here in the city.
You need to have an apartment in Lavington, Kilimani, Kileshwa, Riverside, Westlands. And that's the only place that promise you a higher ROI in upmarket real estate.
Okay.
You can shoot for areas like Runda or Karen or Kitusuru. Those are for the big boys. They build their homes there, they buy and stay. They want half an acre, 1 acre. And for them, they buy those and they'll take, like, say, 5 years to buy another one. But if you buy an apartment today, and another one is launched again, you'll buy it again because you're investing. Investment never stops. But a property to stay in will lock you for, say, 10 years. Like right now, for you to move from Kitengela to another place, it will take you, like, say, 4 or 5 years to move. So I want to be where, the circulation of money, people who have the energy just to buy and sell. And that's my neighborhood, Lavington, Westerns, Kiliman, and even rentals. There's a lot of movement in terms of rentals in these areas compared to the outer areas. So this is where the money is.
So is the massive development around here a good thing in the long run?
Oh my goodness. I like to answer you in this way. It is a good thing. Why? It's because it's opening up the market for everyone to be able to access real estate. Look, we are a developing country, right? In all honesty, we are a developing country, and my take would be this before I even answer you. I would even ask the government to come in and try also just to improve infrastructure around the real estate that is coming up. But trust me, what is happening is important. It's good. It shows development. It shows we are developing. Look, Manhattan, New York, right? The types of real estate they do in that
condominiums.
It's crazy. 50 floors up.
Yeah.
We're only doing 15, 13, 30 floors up, and it's nothing. We are developing. Let's accept change. Maybe the next, say, 20 years we'll do 60 floors, and some will say, oh, it's too high. It's change, and no one is open to change. But we're asking government, if change is coming, let them also be able to change the infrastructure to be able to also accommodate and handle that kind of traction and movement in that neighborhood. Yes, but trust me, we are on the right track. We are developing.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about the infrastructure around it, I mean, like, to be honest, the roads around Kilimani, Lavington, there, like, I'm sure, like, that is a challenge to you.
Very true.
So, like, when you're trying to sell someone property, are you telling them that, like, nimeongea na tumepanga na hii barabara? Are you giving promises? Are you
Look, I'm not trying to vouch for myself, but I've been raised an honest man, very brutally honest sometimes.
Okay.
And I'm honest with clients many times. If I know it's impossible, I will tell you straight to your face, it's impossible. If it's possible, I will, look, it's very possible, this will happen. I don't like selling lies. The reason as to why Allah has been great to us to this level is because of honesty. My reputation it always precedes me. I really, really, really take care of my reputation.
Okay.
Because
that's what you trade on, right?
Exactly. Honesty is so important.
Yeah.
Why should I lie to somebody and I expect them to buy from me the next, say, 5 years, or come back to me, refer somebody?
Yeah.
My business has grown through referrals. A lot. A lot of referrals. You can't imagine. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I can tell you, a lot of referrals. They buy and buy and buy. Dr. Boris, I've been sent my sister, my brother.
In fact, that leads me to my next question. What does the demographic look like? Do we have more ladies buying more houses than gents?
Very good question. More ladies buy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I am the one who is... I don't know why. I don't know why.
She doesn't mean me.
I don't know why. But I think it's because a house is a woman's thing, Women love their houses so much, right? You realize that mostly when they go to platforms, they'll be looking at, hey, this is a right house, I like the kitchen. So they always look at what we post. And I can tell you that we have a bigger number of ladies buying from us than men.
Maybe also they're a bit more forward thinking.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like planning for the future.
Exactly.
The men want to just hang out.
Exactly.
Because some of them,
beers and all
big cars.
Big cars.
Because some of the money is, you see, getting spent on a Friday afternoon would be enough for a deposit.
Exactly. But then again, like you said it, men are big on cars, but houses are for the ladies. Trust me, they buy a lot. They buy a lot. We do a lot of sales with ladies as opposed to men, but of course men also buy from us. But ladies support us a lot.
Yeah,
and what's the ratio between people who buy to invest, like the way I can buy like an apartment so that I can sell it, and people who are buying now to like settle in and live in that?
I'll say it's 70-30. Those who buy for investing, it's higher than those who buy to settle. And that's why you see main developers building 1 and 2 bedrooms everywhere. 1 and 2. Investment.
All right.
You remember the time we had the craze and when guys were buying lands for investment.
Yeah.
Now it's property investment here.
Okay. Oh, it has flipped.
Yeah, now it's property. Everybody wants to own a property in Lavington, Westlands,
Yeah,
Riverside
yeah.
for investment. Everybody's investing.
You know what I normally think about? I remember when I was growing up, we grew up in a nice plush area. Up Spring Valley.
Spring
right?
Valley.
Yeah.
You go to Spring Valley.
Yeah.
Wow.
Up Shanzu Road.
You can't tell from the lack of hunger.
All right.
But it was a rented house.
And that's fine, but Spring Valley at that time means you guys
it was
were
really
doing fine.
Yeah, my dad was doing fine.
Exactly,
Chukua sifa,
yeah.
hata kukataa sifa.
Sasa nichukue sifa ya budangu. But I hear you. But so we were living there.
Yeah.
And then an opportunity to buy a house came up on this other Spring Valley, Peponi Road.
All right. See,
All right.
That's posh neighborhood.
Yes, posh, nice,
Posh
mature
neighborhood.
trees,
Mature
nini,
trees,
nini.
birds chopping and all that.
But my dad was like,
uh-huh.
he was like, why should I buy a house right now? I don't really need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I've seen happening is over the years is opportunities like that come up. So sometimes when I'm driving up and down here in Kilimani, you see these houses, you see your billboard, you see apartments being developed, and then you're like, these houses look affordable, all right? But now if you ignore 10 years down the line, you're like, unajua hizi house ilikuwa tu 7.5 million. So even your kids are looking at you like, bas mbona hukubuy?
Exactly. They say the right time to buy real estate is now. You buy and wait. It's very true. Today I was at how do you call it? A kayak somewhere. And the guy was telling me a story of a client who was looking to buy a car like 15 years ago. And he tells me 15, 18 years ago, apartments were going for around, say, 3-point-something million. That is in Westlands, Lavington. Apartments, 3-point-something. That's, say, maybe that could be maybe, say, a 3-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Now, right now, a 3-point-something million gets you maybe deposit, or maybe, say, a small studio somewhere. That was 15 years ago. Right now, you can get real estate of, say, 3 bedrooms less than 10 million. So those who bought at that time,
True.
So anybody who buys right now is in a safer, position, because you never know about the future. The future is changing. We are also multiplying. Population is growing. Demand, the human is moving here. Infrastructure is being worked on, and more demand, is coming in. Right? In the next 15 years, I don't expect real estate to be selling at 7-point-something, 5-point-something million in Lavington, Kileshwa, or Kilimani.
I don't think so.
You can take these and bank it if you want. Trust me. Those units going for 7-6 million, they go for around, say, 20.
Yeah,
or even 15 or 20.
Yeah.
It's very true. Because of time, there is what you call capital appreciation. It happens. So such kind of things will influence prices in the next, say, 10, 15 years. You buy and wait.
So meaning this boom it's a good time to buy.
It is a good time. It is a good time to buy. But then again, I did a video like 5 days ago. I said it's the worst time to buy.
Okay.
Someone was like, why do you say so? It's true. It's the worst time to buy for anybody who doesn't get, guidance from the right people. They end up making mistakes, putting money in wrong properties, because there's a lot of options, right? In that regard, it's a bad time to buy because you're spoiled for choice. But then it's a good time to buy because prices have gone down, so you can easily get in and on real estate. But then, who tells you in the next 5 years you'll have the same prices in the market? So things are changing. The economy is growing. You are multiplying, and many things are happening. Economy is growing. So you come in and buy right now. Wait. And wait. Just put monies there. I mean, why should you put monies only in, money market? You got to put money in real estate too. And wait. Right? For your family. For your kids, right? Do it for your kids. Invest for your kids. If you have the capacity, do it.
Like there's this there's an estate called Madaraka Estate. No, it's Madaraka, right? It's on Langat Road. So my mother bought one of those city council houses. She passed on, so someone has rented it. We rented it to someone. So this December, Maze, we are really clearing your rent.
See that?
Tunaigawa
Dividends.
Yai mwaka. Courtesy of my mom's sacrifice.
Someone has to sacrifice for you to enjoy. So why can't you do this thing for your, blood, for your bloodline, for your kids? Do it and just let them enjoy.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I mean, when we talk about real estate as an investment vehicle, I mean, something like MMF, I just feel like I can put any amount. Like for someone like me, like
It's true.
okay,
Very true.
in no means am I a big boy like that. You
I
know, like
know.
Yet.
yet. I'm just saying, like right now, like if I want to invest in real estate as a young man, and like I have some, but I don't have like a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, is that accessible to people like me? Like, do I need to have like 3-point-something million kwanza ndo ni?
I understand what you're trying to talk about.
You understand the shida napita.
I know.
I'm kidding.
Real estate is. I know it requires a lot of capital for any young man down there or young woman down there who's trying to come up. It's true, but then again, as time goes by, of course, when you work hard, money will come. Right. So real estate and AMF is a bit different.
Yeah.
AMF anybody can access, but real estate, need to have a little bit of coins to access it. And we are thinking of something where we could come up with like how do you call it? Like if you go to Dubai, you could buy a share of a property and get to enjoy the returns from that property. You don't need to buy. You don't need to own. You don't need to have
The entire
10
thing.
million.
Yeah.
You can have, let's say, 100,000, 500,000 to own a share of a property. That's something I think should be introduced in this market.
Okay.
It's a new idea. It's a trend.
Fractional ownership of sorts.
Exactly. That is something I think if this market can accept, then it can open doors for people like Bashir who are thinking of lower entry levels.
Yeah, I also, that's a good question, Bash. You've introduced that subject. Like, what's the best way of raising these deposits? Because I feel like sometimes you have psych. You're like, I want this property. They hit you with, deposit in 1.5. And you need to raise it in a month or in 3 months. So what would you advise? Start putting money aside as you wait?
Exactly. I mean, you have got all these online platforms that will help you save money. I mean, just saving. You need to develop a culture of saving for you to invest. You can't invest without saving.
Okay.
They go together. Saving, investing, and spending.
Okay.
So for you to own real estate, somebody who comes and buys or even put a deposit 1-point-something, 2 million, 3 or 4, if you look, they had been saving. So just develop a culture of saving. Save little, save 10,000, 20, 50, just step by step. Eventually, you might have, say, 500,000. That can be a deposit in a property. You put down, and get like 3 years to pay the balance. In the next 3-4 years, you call us for, house launching. We come and we launch you, we celebrate you for owning, say, a 5-point-something million. I mean, I can tell you, the market is very open for everyone to own real estate, but only for those who have developed a discipline of saving.
Okay.
Yes, you have
it
to
goes
save.
hand in hand.
You can't tell me, where would you get, say, 1.5 million just
On a whim.
where? But it's possible if you balance and manage your finances very well. That's why you also need to bring in financial, experts to guide people on how to save money for them to also be able to invest in things like real estate. Because real estate is, cash intensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we've talked about the glamour and everything around it. But what challenges are you facing in the industry, man?
From the client side or from...
Let's say from the client side, but like I know sometimes clients can be a bit pushy. But is it something that you learn how to deal with?
Yeah, you have to
like
learn
different temperaments of clients and stuff like that.
And that is something I think by the grace of Allah I was able to learn these in the streets, because I used to sell on tension. Like you're selling and you're alert. Anything can happen. The city council guys can come.
Oh, okay.
So you balance how to handle emotions with people. I mean, when you are in sales, you're dealing with people. And so therefore, we should also be able to understand emotions. You sympathize, empathize, you understand, it's so important. And I think for me, it came through that level. But also having my agents that I'm working with, it's something we also train our agents to, to learn and to be able to execute. Because when you work with people, they have emotions, they have feelings, there are bad days and good days. And professionalism is by being able to understand people's emotions.
And then, like you said a moment ago, they've worked so hard to put this money aside.
That's another thing. I tell my agents every day, there are good lies and bad lies in real estate. You should never play somebody's money. Never. It's the last thing you can do. Look, you work so hard, you've saved, let's say, 2 million, and somebody lies to you and your money goes down the drain. can be killed for that.
Yeah,
Be
sure.
careful. Just be, it's a lot of money. Real estate is risky. It's risky. Somebody would save for maybe say 10 years and they lose their money just like that. You're not safe.
In one transaction.
Yes, you need to be able to understand that people work so hard to make their monies. Look, I deal with a lot of clients who are out of the country, and these people work day and night just to, make it possible for them to invest back home. That's why I hold them dearly in my heart. When somebody calls me and says, Boris, you know what? I want to buy real estate from you. I'm calling from California. I'm calling from London. I'm calling from Brenton. I'm calling, These people work so hard. When they come here, you're like, oh, you have money. No. They just work as we do. In fact, they work 2 times or 3 times than us.
Some longer hours.
Look, somebody's in diaspora works day and night to save money to come and invest back home. Then a family member, maybe a sister, brother, or an uncle, plays them.
Siphons the money.
You see, so for me, I kind of feel like God and Allah has just given me a chance to be able, right, to serve these people, to protect them, to guide them safely. And I don't want anything, just blessings. Yeah, people work so hard to make their money. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy, I know. It's not easy. Somebody comes by, say, 5 units, 10 units. We think the money grows on trees somewhere in the US or the UK. No. Or Dubai or where, or Asia, or I don't know where. They work so hard to make the money. So therefore, it's our obligation as real estate experts and players to be able to understand that these people work so hard and therefore they need us, right, to guide them safely into better investment opportunities.
Well said, my brother.
Yeah.
Just before I'm saying, Bashir, we only have 5 minutes. But a shout out to you
we can
from.
go on. Why not?
No, we have
love
5
it.
minutes till the top of the hour.
All right.
And then we're gonna go on. After.
Amazing. I love this show.
Yeah.
Shout out to you from our big boss man. I'll tell you his name later. He
Your
said
boss?
you guys, yeah.
He's my guy from back then.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
shocked.
Oh, yeah. Oh, alikustua.
Yeah, he sent me a text.
Alisema tukutumie salamu.
He's my guy.
Yeah.
He's my guy.
You guys inaweza sana.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah, small world. I was shocked.
No, it's a small world for the big boys.
So imagine,
Yeah.
just imagine if we had, bad blood by that time. And now I'm coming here to, to have this.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
need to treat people nicely.
Yeah.
Very
So, what are people like? Where do we put our money around these areas?
where do you put your money?
What projects are you working on? Easy my area.
I have very beautiful investment opportunities along Riverside Drive, Kilimani, Westlands, Lavington for investment. I have a lot of options if you want to buy a property for your family, right? From say 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms for small families. I don't want to mention figures.
Oh, yeah.
If you want, I can mention 2.
No, you could.
Yeah. So for 1 bedrooms, you can get options right now from around say 6 million.
All right. And what's that looking at in terms of rent?
Oh, very good
Nikiekelea
question.
your 6M.
You could get around, say, depends on the location, around 60,000.
Okay.
But then again, people don't tell you there is what we call the service charge. It eats on your on your return on investment. So that's another thing. But then again, take them around say 55,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 2 bedrooms around say 8 million. You could rent for around say 80, 85. It depends on the location, the size as well. Anytime I mention about say 10, you expect around say 90, 95. But the moment we get to around say 13 million for a given unit, you can get 130,000 because 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms tend to give you a higher ROI. Why? It's because the smaller
the space,
the smaller the
square
space,
foot.
the higher the ROI. The moment you start increasing number of bedrooms, the ROI goes down.
All right.
Yeah, so it's good to advise anybody who's watching and listening right now that it's very important for them to put their monies for investment in 1 and 2 bedrooms or even studios. Anybody who's buying property for a family, don't shoot for 2, shoot for 3 because family is growing as well.
Yeah.
Or even a 4-bedroom. Kilimani is known for investment. Some parts of Kilimani like Elgeyo Marakwet, like Ndemi Road, you can buy to certain family because it's quiet, it's green and all that. Lavington, top for families. Westlands is for investment. Kileleshwa is a mix of investment and still family, still green, still quiet. Riverside Drive, top investment in terms of ROI, beautiful. Anybody who wants to live in a quiet, exclusive neighborhood, they shoot for Riverside Drive. Yes, sir.
And Ruaka?
I don't think you shoot for Rwaka.
No, but Rwaka has the UN is coming.
Exactly.
So maybe
it's
the
an
future.
upcoming neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, trust me, it is an upcoming neighborhood. It gives you, low entry, budgets you can just get in easily because prices there around say 3-4 million. I don't know much about Rwaka, I can't talk much about, but I know it gives you a chance. If you can't afford Kilimani, Lambton, Westerns, and all those areas, Rwaka is an area to shoot for. Yes, it's coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, on a high note.
Like you can start from where you are, right? 3 million, 4 million, there's nothing around Kilimani?
Nothing. Come on, you can't own anything.
Hakuna opportunity.
Hakuna, nothing.
Maybe Nairobi West.
Nairobi West, I can't say much because I don't know the market
Okay.
that a lot. But
I've walked around there. I've seen a few happen pale. Don't
South
use
C,
me as
South B, Nairobi West, I think. Yeah. But then again, for you to enter this market, just shoot for 6-7. Yeah, get 3 years to pay. Own something. Just own something.
Yeah, true.
Own something up market Nairobi. Own something. Look, this thing is owned right now. In the next 10 years, it's gonna be owned still. You remember this day. Own something.
We're gonna move the conversation back to X. Shout out to everyone who's watching us on YouTube. I hope you've learned something. Please hang around. I'm gonna ask Boris a couple of more questions when we come back. He has to share his contacts. We have to find out where to find him. Although I'm sure if you Google him, you'll find him. But we have to hear from him. Then another thing I want to know from him is, where can I get these suits, man? These suits. Yeah, maze. So those are some of the things I'm going to ask him when we come back. So please don't go anywhere. Remember, if you're watching us on YouTube, this conversation is going to be live on YouTube almost immediately. So we can enjoy it as we go along. So don't touch that dial. We'll be back.
It's 9 o'clock.